All right, good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday to you. Welcome to today's Microsoft Flight Simulator live stream. Today we have two flights in the F-15 Eagle. We will be sporting the Heritage livery, from the Lockheath Air Base. This is their anniversary honoring the D-Day. So you have the invasion stripes, as they call it, identifying friendly aircraft. So we're gonna pick this one today. We got two things we're gonna do. First off, we are going to fly from Minsk down to Vasylkiv. I think that's how it's pronounced. We're not far from Kiev. This air base actually, this is an air base. The Russians destroyed it apparently during the invasion. We're going to fly there. I'm flying wing with Para. Para right now is practicing with the MiG-29. Give him a shout out. He's flying right now, trying to see if he can get his pilot to black out. So hold on a second. Let me So anyway, so yeah, it's a pretty straightforward flight. We're only going to get up to about 20,000 feet. We're going to take off. Only 2 points here on this low altitude IFR flight. Once we get here to this second, that should be CAFL. We'll call in. We should be close enough that we can, or no, maybe not. We might not be close enough. But we'll try to get call in for landing once we're close enough. And then we'll be on the ground. And then after that, we're going to pop over to the west coast of California. West coast of the United States and California. And we're going to take a quick run. It'll be a little bit longer than this flight. But we're going to take off from North Island Naval Air Station. Right here. Part of this was used for filming for the latest Top Gun movie. And so we're going to head up the coast here. Kind of come inland around, where is it? Let me scroll way out. So we're going to come inland probably around Salinas, I think. And then we're going to land here on runway 32 right at Moffett Federal Airfield. So, yeah, so we're going to get a couple flights in on the F-15 Eagle. Let's see. I don't know if anybody's watching me yet. Where did my chat's right there. I'm going to have to be swapping back and forth between screens since I'm trying to keep an eye on Para's channel or what he's up to. So once I know he's ready, I think he's landing. He's doing some practice landings there. The weather's going to be a bit. Looks like it's kind of foggy, cloudy there at. Vasylkiv. Probably tearing up that name, something terrible. Yeah, he's practicing landing there. I think he's trying to. He might have just done himself wrong. Yep, he's gonna crash. Here it comes. Here it comes. All right, so I'm going to spawn in at my parking spot here, parking spot 3. So it's kind of weird. Initially, we were going to take off from this way, but now we got to taxi all the way down, take off, and then hang a hard left. Whereas this one, it would have been a gentle right kind of thing, I guess, in a way. So let's go ahead and come in here, get the aircraft started up, and we'll be. I'll probably have to invite Pear to the group. I think he's trying to. Yeah, I don't know why. Okay, he's doing it a little bit differently. I don't know why. But yeah, that's all right. All right. Let's go ahead and get our canopy open. All right, so a couple things we need to do first. Let's get that done. I always forget about that part.
Minsk Tower Strike 603 ISR to Uniform Kilo Victor Alpha, ready to copy.
Strike 603 is cleared to Uniform Kilo Victor Alpha Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 26 climb and maintain 13,000 feet. Departure frequency is 127.45 squawk 2204.
There's no way that's 299 or 2. Let's get your engine started up. Probably gonna have to invite Pear to the group here. So I can see him. I know he's around here. He was here just a moment ago, but I don't see him now. All right, let me.
Taxi 2 and hold short runway 26 using taxiway.
So I gotta put my crew on. There we go. Now we can see pilots and backseater. All right. Let me invite him to the group so we are in the same. Says he's on the world map. Oh, he's still on the world map. Okay, now I see him. I think he. Oh, okay, he's right there. No, because okay. All right. So 13,000 was it? Was our initial... Let's go ahead and get that dialed in before I forget. 13,000, okay. So we got to come down here. And okay, so everything else should be set. Oh, we got to add some fuel just to be on the safe side. Should have done that. Oop, not the camera. Just to be on the safe side. Okay. Oh, we gotta get used to normal. All right, I think we're ready. Hello, Addies. They're saying 299 or 3. That doesn't make sense either. Oh, so did you hear it? So there you go. There's your actuators. That's the nozzles. They make these noises. At certain, when you do certain things with the throttle. Now I found out about that. I didn't know about it originally until I was watching Big Jet TV a few weeks back when they had he was at Lock and Heath, and the Dutch F-35s were there, but the F-15s came out, and it was the F-15Es like this that it makes that noise, and you can hear it. There's a couple of them that you could hear before they lit the afterburners to take off, that the nozzles actuate and make that noise. Pear's in a hurry, I think. I think he wants to take off from here. I don't think we get a credit for a takeoff if we did it that way. We'll just go ahead and close the canopy there. So this is a bit counterintuitive when it comes to your autopilot system. It's all this touch screen. You have to select the thing and then put in your values, like your altitude or when you put on the auto throttle. Because if I put in the value now, it will engage the auto throttle, and then I'll be in trouble because the plane will go and do its own thing. I've made that mistake a couple times just practicing with this. So once we're in the air, we'll put a value in for the auto throttle to follow, probably 310 or something like that. It's going to be a very quick flight. I can't imagine it being anything anything else than that. It says like a 40-something minute flight, but I think it's going to be much quicker than that. Let's see where Para is. He's already at the runway. Wow, he just went... Oh, he's down there. He went down... Why did it tell him to go there and me the other way? I don't get it. I don't know where he's going. Para, why are you down there? Oh, he's on the runway. He turned early. I don't know. I thought he was following me. Para, that's not... No. I don't know what happened. He was right behind me. Like, I thought he was already up here somehow. He turned onto the runway already. I don't know what happened. He's ready to go. Alright. Well, I'll probably catch up to him. I should be able to catch up to him. Yeah, I thought he was behind me. Then I thought, well, he did kind of like... I thought he went through me, but I didn't see him go, so I was like, okay, maybe there was a glitch or something. No, it's okay, Joseph. It's fine. Just let him go. It's alright.
Tower strike 603 at runway 26 ready for departure IFR to uniform Kilo Victor Alpha.
Strike 603, altimeter 29er, decimal 9er tree, 110 tree, F5.
That's why we took off this. We're taking off this way. We're taking off into the wind, so we're going to get that lift right away. Alright, so this is the part that I wanted to show everybody. Once we're out here on the runway. Alright, watch this now. Alright, you ready? So there goes the actuators. Ooh, see? Okay. All right, there we go. What is his speed? What is he doing? Well, he's already Mach 0.72. He's at 380 something. All right. We'll go 4 to 10 to catch up. 4, 1, 0. Sure. Oh, it's still catching up to the. I think it should turn. Well, that's me. Never mind. Find my nav mode. There it is. All right, there we go. Overshot our line. That's okay. We'll get caught back up. What Pear is? He's on a tear today. He's itching to get to watch the F1 qualifying there at 1, 9, 1, 2, 3. So the thing is, you can't, as soon as you turn on the autopilot, whatever altitude you're at, it holds it, and then you have to like hurry up and get your values put in so that you don't start to stall or crash or whatever. Yeah, I like this. The HUD is very easily read. You can see all the information. There's our altitude. There's our airspeed right there. Yeah, all the information. Very easy to read on this heads-up display. And we can, of course, change our... I think it says, like, okay. So there's day. So it's... Yeah. So it's a little bit brighter now. And of course, you can change the brightness right here, but it's automatically at 50%. So it's a very, very easy to read HUD compared to some of the other ones that we've used. In the past, so or other planes that we've flown in, like the Tomcat's HUD is a bit suspect sometimes, it seems. DC Designs has done a great job. If things are way out of alignment, they will go back in and try to recenter the HUD information so it's easier to read. Boy, look at this cloud cover. Looks like it's raining right there. So, looks a bit speedy, sir. Hey, good morning, Allison. How are you? Nice to see you. I know you're doing something different today, since our good captain is out of town. What do you have going on today for our flying? For our flying entertainment. Oh, flying Mediterranean in the Goose. Ooh, I did fly the Goose yesterday, and I had that wonky. My engines were smoking really bad. Uh, I took off on land and landed on water, and ooh, boy, Sergeant Staff was trying to help me sort it out, but I think by the time I landed on the water, the engines were just about gone, even though I don't have the failures on. So it was very weird. But nice. I'll definitely check that out once you go live. Yeah, it's kind of weird when you and Captain Arish don't stream on a Saturday. This feels strange. But I know it's not always possible. So yeah, because when I got up Friday morning, I was like, "Where's Captain Arish?" And then I was like, "Oh yeah, he's out of town." I almost forgot. So my friend Para there in the distance, he's in a MiG-29. Feel weird when the series ends. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. It's been an amazing trip, the two of you've done. And I think over time, you both have gotten better. Like I know now Captain Arish has gotten way better. Yeah. With the celestial navigating and everything, and I wish I could have seen it from the beginning, been there from the start, but what can you do? But yeah, it's amazing stuff to see. So my friend Para is in a MiG-29 in the I think the Ukrainian liveried MiG-29. I'm here in the F-15 with the closest that they have is this. They have this yellow on the tail here, so I know yellow's on the Ukrainian, the big one. Yeah, see, and I won't be there for that, unfortunately. I'll be traveling. I'm going to California to visit family, and I'm taking the train the whole way from New York to Nevada. So it's like 61 hours on the train. I'd leave from Syracuse, New York, and I go to Chicago, and then I have a layover in Chicago, and then I have and then I get on the next train, and then it's from Chicago. We'll go through the Midwest, all through the Rockies, and all kinds of stuff. So it'll be some really nice scenery, hopefully some really cool places, and then I'll take the train back same way. But I have a longer layover in Chicago on the way back, unfortunately. But yeah, so I won't be there for your main the big flight when hopefully you guys find the island and land safely. So yeah, that's I wish I could be there, but Yeah, and I'll be there for my mom's birthday, which will be cool. Because I've not, she said that'd be the best gift ever. Is I'm there on her birthday. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I didn't get a roomette, but that's okay. The roomettes are freaking expensive, but um, that's okay. They have a observation car. I'll go hang out in there, you know, kind of thing. So it's fine. See, I might as well take a picture of this because Para's jet is not showing as a MiG-29 since we're flying different aircraft. Ooh, I kind of like that picture right there. That one. Ooh, we just broke the sound barrier. Boom. Ooh, ooh, uh-oh, uh-oh. I always do that by accident. Reset. While we're flying through the... There we go. All right. Uh, yeah, I'm behind you, Para. I'm behind and to your right, I think. I got you in sight. Oh, well, you're in my group, so you should be able to see me. I don't know what happened, but I can see you. Let's have a look at the group here, real quick. Yep, you're still in the group, so I don't know. That's kind of odd. Oops. All right, what's our distance to our... see the uh-oh. Hold on a second. See, now it's... Did we blow past the waypoint already? So I can't see the distance to the... Hold on a second. Let's see if we can... Oh, now. Alright, so... We still got a bit of ways to go to... Okay. Okay. All right, I think we got it. Yeah, I see you right over there, Para. I'm to your right and behind you, I think. We're not quite parallel yet. So, anyway. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Maybe watching you fly the goose, I can try to figure out why my about the what do you call it, the let's see, it doesn't really give me, it doesn't tell me like a, it's the only thing that seems to be missing, I think, on the HUD is our time to our first waypoint. But I did pick up that 414 alley, and it is amazing. I tell you, Fly Somewhere really hit it out of the park on that one. Uh, it sounds amazing, looks amazing. Yeah. The only thing is the autopilot kind of doesn't make much sense to me. I have to really practice it with it a little bit more because um, I love how everything opens up. Like you can get all those little doors open on the engine compartment to show the engine, and the oil dipstick pops up and everything. I like how the automate, even if it's automated, the checklist, it opens all that stuff up and actually does it. It doesn't just like check it off, kind of thing. It just oh, okay. Well, see, I might be stuck with the base stuff on the Xbox for the time being. I think whenever the Wasm fix happens, then I'll have more options available, I think. But right now, yeah, it's just a bit strange. Like when I did a quick test flight with it, I just kind of had to figure out the what works and what doesn't and all that. But yeah, it's absolutely amazing. I really like it. All the stuff that you can do. I kind of feel like pretty soon we're going to need to start descending. Within the 60 nautical miles. We're not quite there yet. Alright. What is what noise, Joseph? You talk about that noise? That's the sound barrier. Let's see if we can extend our... switches somewhere. It's over here somewhere. I know there's a switchboard somewhere. I think we got enough. Yeah, that's the sound it makes when it breaks the sound barrier. That's the sonic boom, as they call it. So once the aircraft... Now, if you noticed on Paris when he was breaking the sound barrier, right, it had that cloud around his plane, and sometimes that does happen. I don't think it's modeled on here necessarily. The cloud as you pass through the barrier. Uh-oh. Ooh, crap. Crap. What did I do? Oh my god. I hate when I do that. I bump something and it just totally yeah, that's what happens, Joseph. But some developers have modeled the sonic boom cloud, so to speak. All right, so yeah, we just passed our first waypoint. We gotta get, we gotta start descending. Why is it not turning back on the line? Turn. See, this is what happens when you screw something up. And now it's like got its own, you know. God. Come on. Yeah, see, now it's like I'm going in a circle. It's got to go back and find that nav point, I think. I gotta start slowing down. All right. No, it's not. No, Joseph. It's just that's the breaking of the sound barrier. That's all. Yeah. See, now I'm losing altitude as well. Yep. All right. See now. Shoot. All it takes is one mistake, and then this. Oh, it's like you lose everything. I don't get it. Like the plane just does its own thing. Trying to get it to get back on track here. Yeah, we're gonna have to really dump altitude now, since we just did that wonky nonsense. See, it's not turning. See, now it's doing it. Oops, I'm muted myself. Anyway, so we got back on track. We're descending to 23,000 feet. I got the plane sorted again. It's just got its own mind today. Just moving. If I move that left stick by accident, even if I touch it, sometimes even if just a little bump will throw everything off. So, yeah, I got to be very careful with that. Yeah, Pear's on a tear today. Yep, and then he just dropped off. Oh, he's reloading. Yeah, I just saw him disappear. So now we're well below the speed for breaking the sound barrier. Oh, that's kind of a neat picture. You descend and maintain 11,000 feet. Ooh, I kind of like that picture too. All right. No, now he's on the ground again. All right, let's go. 2, 5, 0. Wow, look at all this cloud cover, and then as soon as you get over there, it's like there's a high cloud cover. It's like we're right. Oh, look at this. This is crazy. It's like we're in some sort of a alien land here. We got this weird cloud cover right above us. We got this crazy looking system over here of clouds. This is strange. And then it's like, it's not so bad. It's like there's this big clearing right here in front of us. What's Para doing? Oh, he's flying towards me. I don't know. See what other little switches are. Well, you can turn the mirrors off if you don't want to look in the mirrors. I do like, I mean, they're not like probably the most accurate, but it does, I like it because you can see the pilot in the mirror, in the top of his helmet in the other mirror. Ooh. I don't know how to clear this out now. Oh boy. I'm just gonna go to 3,000. Let's get that in there. Let's get down to 2. Oh no, not 27,000. No, 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 no. Fly. There we go. Phew. Goodness gracious. Yeah, see, if you put only the 10... Hello, Daniel. How are you? Yeah, see, if you put in 270, it'll think you're talking about 27,000 feet. Yeah, look at that. That is the strangest thing. Look at that. I gotta get a picture of this. There goes Para trying to dive bomb me. That is some strange cloud formations. Oh, he wasn't that close. He's way above me. I've had my fish and chips. Nice. Good stuff. You've been enjoying your extra days off too, Daniel? I think I'm gonna reset this because it's lagging behind a little bit there. Alright, we're out of the clouds. We're gonna sneak into Kiev here before Para starts an international incident. Come on, quit moving. Boy. When the plane's bouncing, it's like it's got this trying to get the stuff. Oh, yeah, we should check our altimeter reading. Make sure we're at the right altimeter. Oh, make sure we're at the right altitude. My extra nights off was good. My regular night was, yeah. Oop, there they actuated again. Did you hear it? Did you hear it, Addies? So if you notice, now the nozzles are like closed up. You can see it; they're very narrow in the back here, compared to the earlier when they were wide open. Wow, look at that. It's like a wall of cloud right there behind us. Check that out. That is insane. It goes in either direction. Wow. That is weird. Alright, so we're just waiting for our visual. I know it's coming up here. I can't even see now what. I gotta do this real quick. So we're within the 20 nautical mile. Alright. We're almost there. Where did Parrot go? Oh, there he is. So yeah, once we've done this, we'll pop over to California. See, my thumb would get so tired if I was trying to fly this plane manually. My thumb would have gone to sleep, I think, by now. See, he's got it all... It's all, like, misty on his... I'm looking at his screen, and it's like... The weather's not matching up. Hold on a second. Let me... Oh, not that one. Ah! You got live weather on. I don't know. He has something different on. That's kind of weird. His is all like foggy. So I don't know if he's got it set to that. He was practicing. I don't know. We should see our airport here shortly. Let's do another altimeter update. Make sure we're on the altitudes are correct. We have more than enough fuel to get here. Well, as fast as we were going, I felt we were going to burn a whole lot of fuel getting here. So I was trying to catch up to Para. Could have probably done like 500 knots and still had enough fuel left for landing. What is Para doing? He's just probably flying around. Oh, okay. He's just practicing landings, it looks like. See, I don't know if he's on a... See, now I'm confused, because I thought Where he's at, I don't know if he's... I don't see my runway. Where's my... Oh, everything's missing. Okay. I think that's our... That's got to be it right there. Yep, that's it. Why isn't the thing popping up? Where's my guide? Alright, so that's got to be it, because Para's coming in right there. I think he's coming in like at a very steep angle, though. Well, maybe not. It looks like he was, though. See, I can't get the guides to show up that show me help me line up for the runway. That's all right. We got this. Here, it looks like he's landing on the taxiway. Oh, there we go. Now we got our guides. It just suddenly zipped up in altitude. All right, there we go. Pair sitting on the runway. No, not right yet, Joseph. I don't know. I haven't really thought about a story time today. All right, well, we made it. Welcome to Kiev, everybody. Local time, I am not 100% sure what the time is here. We understand and appreciate that Para wanted to get on the loud pedal and go. He was not waiting today. We do appreciate the fact that we got to fly with him. After our flight in San Diego, you will not see me not see me until October. I will not be streaming after today. See, that would have been a wave off. We would have had to go around if that. The parrot was still sitting on the runway there. See, I'm not getting the anything saying, you know, go call so and so for parking instructions. I think this looks like a good parking spot right over here. Oh, I got an even better idea. I see a even better parking spot. It was all right, Joseph. I thought my auto throttle was off, but it turns out it was not. So yeah, it was a bit wonky, but that's all right. We got here. This is better parking than I got when I arrived in Oakland, that's for sure. Boy, they really wanted to stick me out in the middle of nowhere. What was this? No. Trying to remember where was the switch to stop the engines. Where did Para go? Now Para's gone. I don't see him now. Okay. How did I do it before? I know I turned something off. There's like a isolation switch or something. What did I do to get the engines to stop? There we go. All right, let's do this real quick. think, I don't know, did Para wrap up his stream? Yep, he did. Okay. Oh, man. All right. Let me go here. Yep. I think he's itching to get to the. All right. So let's do this real quick. Let's put our hours in. 50-minute flight. That's not too bad. I think part of it I got lost. I gotta find the F-15 again. So grab your drinks, grab your snacks real quick while I do this. I found it before. How did I find it before? I think I had to put it. I thought I found it before. Maybe not. There's F-16. I thought I found it before. Oh, I'll just put this in manually like this. All right, we took off from EPMM at 11:16. UKVA at 12:07. F-15E. Submit. All right. And I'll put my... All right, there we go. That's okay, Para. Did you fly? Did you enjoy flying? If you did, that's all that matters. If you enjoyed it, that's all that matters, man. It's all good. Yeah. Well, see, it's kind of hard. If I do that, then I can't. Nobody will hear me on the stream. That's the only problem. I mean, they'll hear through you. They'll hear me, but they won't hear me on. I don't think it'll record on my side. That's the problem. But. Oh. All right. Excuse me. All right, let's do this. Well, I mean, you took off like I was still taxiing and you just zipped off into the sky and I was like, I'm still getting to the runway. Oh, I'm sorry you didn't enjoy it. I was trying to catch up to you and you said you couldn't see me and I was like, but I saw you the whole time. I don't know what happened. It might just be an issue over on the server sometimes. I don't know. All right, let's go do this then. Let's go to the West Coast here. Yeah, I honestly don't know what happened there. Like I saw you No, I think he was fine. It's just that he took off. Like I was still taxiing to the runway. Like I didn't expect him to go and all that. So it's okay, Joseph. It's fine. Stuff happens. You know, trying to coordinate sometimes doesn't always go according to plan. So it's fine. Yeah, see, I wasn't going to stream, but then I was like, well, I want to... Doggone it. See, now I'm, like, hitting the wrong buttons. All right, let's try this again. I was... it's fine. I mean, it's fine, Para. It's okay. IFR low altitude, 42 minutes. 32 right. ILS. Ta-da. Yeah, so Gilroy will be, well, we'll be inland well before Gilroy. We're going to be inland most of the way once we get past Oxnard and Point Magoo. Looks like we'll be inland the whole way from there. And then we'll be... So basically what I thought was going to happen is we would come in over the hills. I think there might be some. I gotta change the time too so we can see what's happening. Okay, so yeah, we will come in over the hills a little bit. Right there. All right, but that's not too bad. See, I thought we would come in along the coast and then drop in, but we just got to get over this little area right here. So I've been through this area before. Yep, I've been along here. It's a scenic drive if you're going that way to the... You can get off the freeway here and take that down, and that'll take you out down the coast here to... That's one of the ways you... Actually, that is the way. That's Highway 17, I believe. Yeah, that should be Highway 17. Anyway, all right. Yeah. See, it's got to be you because I don't have the means to do like Discord where I can talk and then also talk to you like Mick does like when we're on the farm. We can talk to him, but then he's also talking to the chat. So anyway, all right, let's go in here and get the plane started up. Well, that's the way it told me to go. Yeah, you would probably have to do it because maybe everybody could hear me talking while you're streaming. I don't know. Like how Jody, we can hear Jody if you guys are trucking. There's a way that you guys do that. I don't know. So, oops. All right. Oops a daisy. Okay. So we'd have to do it that way. All right. Yeah, because that's the way it told me to go. Like you were following right behind me, and then you just turned right onto the runway and left. All right, so I'm trying to get the game started back up. The game just crashed on me. Go figure. So sit tight, folks. Yeah, but I can't. I don't know how to do it. Like, yeah, it's like a very weird. I don't know. The game crashed, Joseph. It's fine. It's fine. I'm getting it started back up. It's fine. It's fine. Don't get your tidy whities in a tidy. It's fine. It happens. It happened. So we will do everything again. Not the other flight, or the first flight, but we're going to get in here and we'll refile our plan and give it another go. So yeah, it's fine, Para. I mean, I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. But yeah, you were right behind me. All of a sudden, you were gone, and I looked on your stream, and it was like, where's Para at? And then you were already on the runway, or you were like getting ready to pull on the runway. I'm like, wait a minute, he's not in front of me. Where? So I'm like, oh, and then I looked, and you were like behind me, and I'm like, oh, okay. It's fine, Para. It's fine. Yeah, I don't know why you couldn't see me though. That was weird because I could see you. Once you were in my group, I could see you the entire time. So it may just been a glitch with the. And you did a different flight plan than me. You flew manually where I wasn't trying to damage my thumb any more than necessary. I mean, you already saw how it was when I was trying to land. I was all over the place. But it's fine. It's fine. I had fun. That's all that matters. You were handed out a shortcut. That's okay. It told me to go all the way to where I was. I don't know. See, that's the weird thing about using the ATC and the when you're doing multiplayer. Sometimes it'll send people to different locations for some reason. I don't know why. All right, let's try this. Oh my God, this thing's gonna do my head in today. Departing. Arriving. IFR. Low altitude. 32 right ILS. And there's no, it's a direct departure. Yep, okay. So we're gonna go to ramp, or not ramp, we're gonna go to 36, take off, and then we're gonna hang a left. I was fighting without nannies. No, Joseph, I was sent out left. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It happens. It's okay. It it's fine. I'll change the time once we're on the ground here. Hopefully we will not have another crash here. Hopefully. I probably just lost that 50 minutes of time that I just did. All right, there we go. All right, now we can adjust the time. We'll do it that way. There we go. Okay.
Approach strike 603 IFR to Moffett, ready to copy.
Strike 603 is cleared to Moffett Airport and filed. Climb and maintain 12,000 feet. Departure frequency is 128.15 squawk 1347. Clearance point 30 minutes from now.
Strike 603 cleared to Moffett Airport as filed.
1,
Maintain
3.
12,000 feet. Departure
Oh.
128.15 squawk.
God, I thought he said 13. I can't even hear correctly today for some reason, even though I cleaned out my ears last night before I went to bed. Hello, Elle. Nice to see you. Why? How did that happen? Why did my throttle go all the way up all of a sudden? Oh, I know why. Doggone it. See? I put that value in and my yeah, that's why. Boy, it's looking kind of yucky here on the west coast too. Look at these clouds. All right, my crew's there. All right, there we go.
North Island traffic strike 603 is taxiing to runway 2.
All right, 3-6 is down that way, I think. Yep, there we go. I need to add a little bit of fuel in the tank here. Although we seem to do okay. It's roughly about the same distance. I'm just only going to add 58% in, just a little extra. Why did it do that? Okay. Well, that's kind of odd. Like my guideline suddenly disappeared. That's odd. Oh boy. Um No, we're not on DCS. I do not have a computer. I am at North Island Naval Air Station in San Diego. Uh, San Diego is one of the last few remaining military bases open on the coast of California. Many places have been shut down over the years due to budget issues. So that's where we are. We are in the F-15. No, but I do not have DCS. If I had a computer, I would be flying flight sim, and we would have way more aircraft available on the computer than we do on the Xbox Series S. But a couple people have suggested that I get DCS, and I don't have a computer to run DCS. Well, there are military bases in Microsoft Flight Simulator. The problem is that if I try to look up information on, try to find like a chart. So like we just landed in Minsk, right, or Kiev. I can't get information on those airports or those run. I can't pull up any kind of anything to tell me, how the approach is, anything like that. So that's one of the only other drawbacks is there's with the military bases, because they're military, like on SkyVector or on Navigraph. I can't get the information. So this one I believe I could, but yeah, this wasn't originally. I think this was recently they did put all the like do the runways and taxiways and all that. Initially, this was not a place that you could take off or land at. I mean, you could in theory, but you didn't. You don't have the. Why is it? Well, now it's like my. Oh. We are going to the east.
North Island traffic strike 603 taking off runway.
Oh no, we're not on runway 11. We're on runway 36. Oh my god.
North Island traffic strike 603 taking off runway 11.
How did this happen? All right, never mind. We're just gonna go this way. A lot less hardware demanding than I run on a crappy old scrap with high ultra settings. Oh, okay. See, there's got to be a tower here. I'm sure of it, but because it's early, the tower may not be open. No, sorry, I muted myself. All right. I don't know what happened. I'm kind of confused here. Why my three, one, zero. On auto throttle. Okay, the auto throttle's on. Why am I not climbing? 2. Like it was climbing. Now then it suddenly decided not to. All right, now it's climbing. I think. Gears up. Okay, so it's not like my gears down. All right. Anyway. I don't know. I don't know what happened there, honestly. I'm sorry if you're unhappy with the way things happened this morning. I don't know what transpired that caused you to go one way and me another. I think it's just one of those weird things sometimes in the sim. You know, it is what it is. You know, I'm happy to fly with you today, honestly. So I'm, sorry if you weren't happy with it. We'll try again another time when I get back from my vacation. How about that? All right, we're finally on our way. Boy, I tell you, it's just been all kinds of goofy today. I don't get it. Right, all my lights are on. Nick DeVeers joins Williams because Albion is sick. Oh, nice. I didn't know that. Who's the other? Oh, Max is the other Dutch driver, right? I had to think about it for a second. I always forget that Max is Dutch. I did get to see his dad drive once in the A1 GP. He was racing for the Dutch A1 GP team. I think he replaced somebody else for that race at Laguna Seca. It was the only time I remember the A1 GP. It was like a big deal, and then they only did a few seasons, it seemed like, and then it just totally fell apart. The Grand Prix of Nations. But I was glad to see Joss drive once. I think his dad didn't really get the break, or well, I wouldn't say the breaks. His Joss just never got the drives that showed his capabilities, I think. Yeah, a lot of weird clouds today. Well, they're not weird, they just seem weird. Yeah, it was a neat series. It's just that when the year that it was at Laguna Seca, and there's pictures of. I don't think I have all the cars. I'd have to go back and look, but it was the year they had like a really bad rainstorm there along near Laguna Seca. Uh, yeah. Um, and what happened was the the track from the rain, like all like the gravel and stuff, got washed onto the track. So they had to spend quite some time clearing the track, and then they were going to cancel it, but they were able to get the track back into shape. I think I went for practice and the race. They basically reimbursed. I think they reimbursed everybody for the tickets because they were initially they canceled it, and then they were like, I don't know, it was like a weird situation that weekend. Um, but it was neat. The cars looked kind of neat, and I liked how, every car looked different when they had like their country colors. Like the one from China had this really neat dragon design on the nose of the car and everything. It was spectacular, I thought. Somebody's in a Tomcat. I don't know if they're coming behind me. G Tato Jr. or J. I don't know. Yeah, it was like a standard car. It wasn't supposed to be anything like spectacular. It was supposed to be kind of like, everybody had the same car and the same whatever. So yeah, it wasn't supposed. It was supposed to be down to the skill of the driver. Brian Herta raced for America. I remember that. Max Verstappen. Max. They called him Maxiax. Max. God, I can't remember. He's Italian, so he raced for Italy. He's like Italian American, but he raced for Team Italy. Oh, not Max Angelelli. Oh, what was his name? He raced in IndyCar. He raced in the Rolex Sports Car Series. I think he raced in Champ Car as well. Yeah. Well, they had like the engines weren't like super powerful, but they were all capped. Like they were trying to keep the cost down. I remember that. That was a big thing. They wanted everything to be low cost. God, I got a picture of his car, and I can't think of the name of the driver. It's gonna bug me. Max. I called him Max the Axe, I think was his name. Or it was either that or Mad Max. I think Max Angelelli was Max the Axe. 320. It's gonna bug me now. Because I did meet him. I remember. Okay, here's story time, Joseph. If you're still here, if you haven't giggled yourself to death. I think it was the first time. Was it the first? No, it might have been the second time that the Rolex sports cars. Went to the Rolex sports car race at Laguna Seca, and it was, I think, yeah. I think that was the year I got a picture with Hurley Haywood at that race. My second time going at Laguna Seca, and in all the in every race usually you go. They have like an autograph session, and you can go. Like the drivers will be there to sign autographs and all that for fans. Addies. What do you... Joseph, how many times does this have to happen before you learn your lesson, man? Alright, so. Matter of fact, I'm going to have to find this driver's name because it's going to bug me until I find it. Figure out what it is. Scruffy's live, Allison's live. I think Scruffy went live before I did, or just before I did. Anyway, I'm gonna have to look this up real quick. Albums, it's A1GP. I know his name's right on the side of the car. I should be able to find it once I find the album. I did take a picture of it. You know, some of the teams had a really neat livery for the car for their nations, and others were kind of basic. I think all the teams had all the same sponsors for the most part, if I remember correctly. So nobody had any more money than anybody else, kind of thing. Where is it? Oh, don't tell me it got deleted. Oh, you gotta be flipping kidding me. See, when I lost my, God bless it. I know I saw it just the other day. Oh, there it is. All right, never mind. I tell you, freaking Flicker's gonna do my head in. Here it is, Max Pappas, that's who it was. Max Pappas. I think he was Mad Max. Or it was either him or, because there was Max Angelelli and Max Pappas. They both raced about the same time, if I remember correctly. But anyway, so Max Pappas, right? Italian-American driver. So I'm going around and getting autographs, right? And he's a pretty laid-back guy. You know, if you say, hey, could you sign this for me? So basically this is what happened, right? A young kid, he's walking around and he sees Max Pappas, and so he goes, could you sign this for me? So, and it was something that was, what do you call it? Well, I don't know that it was cool. I mean, it was an interesting concept here. But anyway, so Max Pappas, this kid, hands him something and says, could you sign this for me? And Max Pappas, sure, okay. So then the kid, he's starstruck. Like, I handed this thing to this person, they signed it for me. Cool, right? So the kid's like, well, would you sign this for me? And so Max is kind of like, okay, I'll sign this for you. Then the kid's handing him stuff from other drivers, other teams. And now you can see the look on Max's face, like he's getting perturbed, like, okay, kid, like I think I've given you enough stuff. I've signed, a bunch of things for you. So, yeah, I don't, So yeah, after a while, the kid handed him one more thing, and finally Max said, "Look, I can't sign this. This isn't my, like he was like, no, I think I've signed enough stuff for you, so I'm sorry, but no." But you could tell he was getting upset because, at no point was the kid's parents anywhere nearby to kind of go like, "Hey, you've asked them to sign enough stuff, let's move on to somebody else and see what they'll sign for you," kind of thing. I felt bad because he was trying to be cordial to the kid, but it was kind of like he was just getting irritated. He was just like, yeah, no, I can't do that, that's not gonna happen, kind of thing. I think A1GP, it was the concept behind it, Para, was interesting. The idea behind it, I think, was it was well intentioned, but it was poorly executed. Partially because how are you going to compete with F1? It's like people trying to compete with NASCAR here in America. The only racing series that can, in theory, compete with NASCAR is IndyCar. But NASCAR is the dominant motorsports here in America, and I don't know why, and I despise it. They were the ones that ran the Rolex Sports Car. I did not know this because when I did see Hurley Haywood race in the Daytona prototypes years ago, J.C. France, who is related to Bill France, who was running NASCAR at the time, the France family running NASCAR, was Hurley Haywood's co-driver in the Brumos Porsche Daytona prototype. So it's like Hurley got stuck with basically like a gentleman driver who I don't think was nobody, of the two. Hurley obviously was the more experienced driver, right? So NASCAR did not, and then you had the American Le Mans series on the other side, which was very popular for quite some time. You had more manufacturers, you had Audi and Porsche and all kinds of stuff. And so then, but yeah, NASCAR does not like motorsports competition. So when it was decided, and this this is what sticks in my craw to this day about what was called the United Sports Car Championship. It was called the Tudor, which is a watch manufacturer that is owned by Rolex. So you have the Tudor United Sports Car Championship, right? And they were like, we're gonna bring together the American Le Mans series and the Rolex Sports Car series, and it's gonna be fantastic. And I heard about it at a car show in Orlando. Like they had a Aston Martin from the I think it's TRG or something. It's a private, it's like a well-known GT racing team. I think they used to run Pontiacs in the GT series for the Rolex Sports Car Series. They had all kinds of, they had a pretty storied history. They ran Porsches, and so they were going to run Aston Martins. And so I was like, wow, this is pretty interesting. And they were like, oh yeah, everybody's going to be welcome. We're bringing all the fans together, blah, blah, blah. And my first thought was, this is not going to end well. And here's why. Whenever there's a merging of series, like what happened with Champ Car, right? And IndyCar, when they came back together, somebody is going to be phased out. They're, like before Champ Car and IndyCar merged back together, Champ Car already had a new car design that they were working on. And then when they decided, okay, we're not going to do this, that car design, instead of IndyCar looking at it, they were like, nope, we have our design already. Here you go. You have to choose from this, and that's it. You can't choose anything else. And that's so when they brought all this stuff together, initially they're like, yeah, everything's going to be brought over. It's not going to be a problem. But when the LMP2 cars beat the Daytona prototype, suddenly they were like, hold on a second. We can't have this. No. So then they started going after the LMP2 cars. They did not want the LMP, because they're like, wait a minute, this is second class in American Le Mans series. It need to be second class to the Daytona prototypes. So they went after the LMP2 cars first. Then, so you had Grand Touring Daytona was its own class, and you had GTLM, which was its own class. You had Corvettes, Ferraris, Porsches, Aston Martins, BMWs, Fords. Eventually, when they brought back the Ford GT, they had a big class of cars, right? Manufacturers and such. Well, Ford folded. I think Aston Martin pulled their stuff to go racing in the World Endurance Championship. Ferrari was losing people. The Risi Competizione couldn't afford to go racing hardly most of the races, so they would only show up for the big races like Sebring, Daytona, Petit Le Mans, 6 hours of sailing at Watkins Glen. The sailing 6 hours, I should say, not the 6 hours of sailing. The sailing 6 hours at Watkins Glen. They were only going to certain races. They would only do the long distance ones, not the sprint races. Porsche, they pulled their factory team, I think, to go racing in the World Endurance Championship. So there was only like Corvette, maybe an odd, BMW once in a while, Ferrari once in a while, So now, what happens? Frickin' Corvette has to step down to the GTD Pro class. Because there's more competition there. Well, why did the people who could race in GTD Pro move up to GTLM? Problem solved. Nope. Corvette has to suffer the consequences because they're one of the most successful GT teams in sports car racing. So it's happened before that they've had to step down in a class because nobody else would compete against them. So yeah, we're all inland now. Coast is way over that away. So yeah, but NASCAR, so they did all this stuff, right? And they but when they merged it, now everything's under IMSA, but the people running it are all NASCAR centric folks. They take their direction from NASCAR. They don't, so now they have the IMSA. It's the IMSA series. IMSA runs it. It's not the IMSA of old like it used to be. Whatever it is now. It's not the same. They're bringing back. Let's bring back the Grand Touring prototype class, and they're trying to get people excited again. I get it, but it's like, to me, it's like they're trying too hard. They had a good system. They had winning cars and winning teams, and people were excited. But because of the politics related to NASCAR racing and how they want to control everything. I think if they control IndyCar, they would. They would find a way to screw all that up. So I think A1GP it was a good idea, but it was just poorly executed, and then, like you said, there was a financial crisis, and then it just all fell apart. Because when people don't recognize a lot of the driver names, they're not going to feel a connection to it, right? They're going to be kind of like, whatever. And that's what happened, like a lot of the times in F1 or in IndyCar, that's like one of the things like my mom would say. I don't know any of these drivers. I don't recognize most of the names anymore. So, because drivers retire, it's or you have drivers like Jimmy Johnson who just refuses to retire because he wants to win more championships in different series. So he's like goes over to IndyCar. So people recognize his name, but they may not feel compelled to watch. Yeah, Formula E is the same way. Who's this driver? And it's usually young drivers who are just trying to get some driving experience, that maybe they either get a call from a Formula One team to go testing for them, and then or they're already Formula One driver testers, but they can race Formula E in the meantime. But if they get the call to say, hey, you got to replace our main driver, you need to report back to the factory for seat fitting and make sure you're set to go, or double check all this stuff to make sure you're ready for the weekend kind of thing. But yeah, they're always trying to find different ways. Formula E, I just kind of like, I'm not that excited about it. I watched it a few times, but it's just like a wreck fest. Nick Heidfeld was, I think, kind of involved in a lot of the wrecks. I know he's a driver / team owner. I think the concept is interesting. Like, you pull in, you hop out of the car, and you hop in another car. So, instead of a refuel, you hop out and you have to hop into a fresh car, a freshly charged car, and then you're on your way. But yeah, it's an interesting concept again, but it's yeah, I don't know. Okay, so we're in Oakland Center airspace. Alright, I gotta zoom in a little bit with the mouse wheel. Oops, other way. I don't know. I used to watch all kinds of. I like going to the races more than anything, to be honest. I really enjoy that. No, they don't hop over anymore. Oh, okay. They don't change the cars then. You just okay. All right. What was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought now. Oh well. Yeah, like I enjoy going to the races more than anything, because like the first race I went to live was a Champ Car race. And I'd seen Champ Car on TV, but I was kind of like, eh. But you go to a race and it's a much different atmosphere. Like, there's more people, the sounds of the cars and everything. It's all the stuff that you don't really... Oh, okay. Managing the battery power. Okay, so if they go too fast, the battery drains quicker, and then they're out of luck. Their car will die on the track, basically. But yeah, like I didn't, like you hear the cars on TV, they sound differently than they do at the track. And so then the next race I went to was an American Le Mans Series race, and by then I was like, I was bit by the bug. Like, I would try to go to Laguna Seca as often as possible for races. And then, like, the first time I went to the historic race, that sealed the deal. Like, I was like, okay, this is fantastic. Because I didn't grow up as a car person. I kind of got into it much later in life. And when I did, it was like, man, this is fantastic. Like, there's so much history. Like some of the driver names, like Bobby Rahal, Mario Andretti. I knew some of the driver names. too much. Oh, I did not know that. So yeah, they it was just amazing, you know, and so but yeah, going to the races, like the first time Corvettes went by, it was just like this amazing feeling. Um, you know, all the technology, you know, the American Le Mans series, and I'd say even by a certain measure, even the Rolex Sports Car Series, very fan friendly, right? Now you're not always going to get to go in and hang out in like the like a lot of times when I would me and my friend from Southern California, we'd meet up at Laguna Seca. We would have we would walk around, and some of the GT teams would, not Corvette, mind you, but you know, usually one of the smaller Porsche teams, or like there used to be a team that ran the Dodge Viper, not the more current version, but we're talking a Viper that was from the late '90s kind of thing. They would invite you in, and you know, hey, if you want to take some pictures, hang out for a few minutes, whatever. Very friendly, right? And you know, you could take some pictures by the car and all that. Take a look in the driver's seat and all that, and you know, just look at their little operation, so to speak. And they were always, that was like the coolest thing. You'd never get that in IndyCar. You definitely would not get that in NASCAR. You would not get that in yeah, IndyCar, NASCAR. Those two for sure. They don't they if for IndyCar they usually have like a car set up that is a display car. So because they don't want you in the team areas any more than getting an autograph and moving on, kind of thing. NASCAR, definitely, they do not want anybody except VIPs and crew members around their cars. They don't want, you know. So, but, you know, Rolex Sports Car Series, like, one of the great things about Rolex was they would have, like, when when they were pulling the car apart, like the engine and the gearbox, and checking over all that, like you could go up and take a picture of the gearbox. Like I've got pictures of them working on the gears. Like they got it all stripped down. They're oiling it again and putting grease and all that before they put it all back together. Nothing was really hidden because the cars were you were supposed to only, you were capped at so many horsepower. You had an engine choice. You had like Porsche, Pontiac, Ford, BMW, Lexus. I'm trying to think of the other one. I don't remember if there was eventually there was like a Chevy engine, you know. But yeah, you could look at all that stuff. You could watch them, and they wouldn't tell you to go away. You could just sit there and watch them work and take pictures. You never get that at NASCAR. Definitely. Oh my God, they would freak out if you took a picture of the car being worked on. You know. And then it makes you kind of feel like, okay, so why are you guys cheating then? Because you're cheating, right? No, we're not cheating. Okay, then why can't I take a picture? You know. So yeah, it was just amazing stuff. Like, and it's, you know, those cars are probably much more technologically advanced than a NASCAR car. You know, I mean, what's the difference between a Corvette, it's Chevrolet, and a Chevy powered NASCAR car? Why does NASCAR seem to think their shit is more? Well, all NASCAR cars are equal. That's true. It's just that the crew chief a good crew chief will try to find ways to be a little more than equal with everybody else. And so you've had a lot of crew chiefs who've gotten in trouble, like Jimmy Johnson's crew chief got in trouble for many years for I think there was a couple seasons where they lost points because they were doing some questionable things with the car. They were cheating. But yeah, I always tell people, I'm like, yeah, you want to go to a series that actually wants to see the fans? You go to an American Le Mans Series race. It is like a party. It's a lot of fun. You know, there's all kinds of different car manufacturers. It's like just it's great. You know, you know, Corvette drivers come from all over. They'll go there to get parts of body parts, like interior parts of their car. They'll bring like the door panel from the inside, that, you know, plastic or whatever it is. They would bring that to the race. They would pop it out and then bring it over for autographs. They would get like Johnny O'Connell, what's his name, Ron Fellows, like all the NASCAR drivers, or not NASCAR, all the Corvette drivers would sign they would get everybody to sign it. And so every time there was like, especially if there was like a new driver on the team, oh, I put too much. Or wait, is it? Okay, 10,000. There it is. Yeah, like they would do all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it was fantastic. Yeah, they were. I tell you, I'll get emotional here in a moment. I remember the second time I went to Sebring for the 12-hour race. Because, you know, there's a lot of teams that are very popular. That was in 07, that was the year that Tom Christensen was still racing for Audi in the R10. So, very popular driver. Had won Le Mans a boatload of times and all that. So there's always those teams that people want to go see. Corvette's one of them. Corvette is one of the biggest draws for racing. And so people have been waiting in line, and they were running out of time, or they ran out of time because somebody came out and told the drivers, hey, you got to go to these briefings, there's stuff to do, you got to wrap things up. And I think it was Ron Fellows. It was either Ron Fellows or Johnny O'Connell. One of those guys said, we're going to stay right here, we're going to sign autographs, we'll be there shortly, but we're going to greet our fans. They're here to see us. They earned my unwavering support. I don't care. I don't even care if Corvette cheats. I don't care. They proved that they do care about the fans, that they understand that the fans are there for them. They love the fans. Oh my God. People will wait in line forever to see the Corvette guys. I'll never, I don't think I'll ever speak ill of Corvette. They have to do something really terrible for me to ever say Corvette sucks. No, they are one of the most fan-friendly teams. They love seeing everybody. They'll sign shirts, they'll sign posters, whatever. People bring little die-cast cars, they'll sign that stuff. Yeah, I mean, Ron and Johnny are long retired, but boy, I tell you, those two guys, I love watching. Max was no, it wasn't Max. It was a French guy and a British guy. What's his name? I'm gonna now see. I'm drawing a blank here. The French guy, he was a Viper driver for the Eureka team, and then became a Corvette driver. And then the other guy, he retired finally from Corvette. He was one of the last long-serving Corvette drivers to retire from the team. Oliver Gavin. Oh, it was Oliver Gavin and Olivier. Not Olivier Panis. It was Olivier. It was the Tale of the Two Ollies. I remember they always called it that. Olivier. It was Oliver Gavin and Olivier Beretta. That's it. Olivier Beretta. I think that was his name. Just 1/10 slower than Lafiti in free practice 3. Nice. Yeah. I'll always remember. The only other team that I cared about was the Flying Lizards. They used to race Porsches, and then when they went to the United Sports Car Championship, they did bring an Audi R8 for a while in the Grand Touring Daytona class, but it never really went anywhere. I think they race Aston Martins. Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah. All right, we're almost on the ground, folks. That should be. We are near San Jose, I do believe. We're probably more. I think we're in Gilroy area. But yeah, I do miss going to the races. Wait a minute, why is it? Wait, 5-5. Oh, wait a second. Okay. See, now, like, something changed. 0-0. Alright, I gotta... Oh, boy. I did not realize that somehow it changed to the letters, not the... Okay. Yeah, I do love... I'll always talk greatly about Corvette. But I think if it'd been me in charge of that team, because I know they have one that is staying in the WeatherTech Sports Car Series, the other one's gone over to World Endurance Championship. They've split the cars except for the endurance races. Yeah, I would have taken both cars and gone to the WEC. The WeatherTech doesn't need. They don't deserve the draw of the Corvettes because I think they've basically screwed them over, quite honestly. Oh boy. This is gonna be really ah. Wow, we're gonna go right over these hills here. Hold on to your seats there, folks. I'll descend and maintain 4,400 feet after we get past these mountains. Thank you. I am not going to descend any further until then. Wow. I mean, I guess we're high enough still, but it just seems like that's a very uh hold on a second. All right, let's do that, and then we need to slow down as well. Okay, see, it did it again. Hold on a second. 4. Oops, see, now it's clear. Where's the clear button? Six. 1, 2. Alright, now we gotta drop some speed here. A lot of speed, I think. Alright, here we go. Where's my... Little crusty salute to Moffett. Oh, look at that. We're already lined up. I like it. Now here's the question. One, 6, 0. All right. Will it? Hold on. Ah, no. Doggone it. See, it just... All right. Yeah, we're going to have to do this manually. We're way too high here. Yeah, it was not going to engage. Oh well, that's all right. That's okay. We got this time. I tell you, today's one of those days. All right. I'm gonna make it over the trees here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Boy, that was close. Whew. Whoa, that was close. No, I came in a little too low there. That's for sure. What? Why do they send me over here like I've got the man? Well, no, this is the actual Air National Guard side, or yeah. There's a rescue wing over here.
Strike 60.
Well, thanks. It's been a challenge, that's for sure. I don't know, maybe it's just me, or maybe... Yeah, there's an Air National Guard rescue wing over on this side of the federal airfield. It's the only military-related flying here at Moffett. NASA uses this. They have a... they do a lot of test flight stuff here. Well, yeah, that flight went very quick, I think, coming up here to Moffett. But yeah, I do like flying. This is the first time I've really flown the F-15 in a while, and I tell you, it's a lot of fun. It's a bit weird because you got to get it's trying to get the autopilot systems to engage correctly, and you start navigating and all that kind of stuff, and getting the plane to climb and all that. It can be a bit of a challenge, but the one thing, if you're going to fly any of the F-18 or F-15s, fly the E, the Echo model, mainly because, and I'll show you, we'll do it again when we get here to our parking spot. I'll put the parking brake on, and we'll get the actuators to work again. I think this is like the coolest thing ever. Let me pull forward just a smidge more. There we go. Alright, now that the parking brake's on. This is the part I love the most, is that part right there. Getting the actuators to work and actually hearing them work. That is like the coolest thing, I think. I tell you, DC Designs really knocked it out of the park, getting that to work like that. They could have just made it move and not okay landing. Yeah, I think that's the coolest thing. And I think let's zoom in here. Oh, I got to get a picture of the plane on the ground too while we're at it. There's a coating, I think, in the... No, wait, I'm thinking about the F-35. Never mind. Never mind. So let's do this. See, there you can get a better idea because it's a little bit closer. That's pretty cool, I think. He's in the okay landing. But yeah, so if I could do it from here, I can't, but yeah. So as I understand it, there's a hydraulic system in here that pulls the nozzles closed initially, and then they open back up when you hit the afterburner. Is a blip with the U.S. police. So yeah, there you go. Well, oh, why is this thing all tilted? That doesn't seem right. Okay, now it seems like we're back. Get a picture from up here like this. How about that? There we go. That looks good. Alright, let's see. Let's get everything shut down again. Let's turn our lights off. Now there is a what is it? There is a speed brake. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can't find the button for it. Is that something over there? Yeah, okay. Yeah, there is a way to pop a speed brake on here. I don't remember where it is. There we go. All right. 56 minutes. Not too bad. That worked out pretty well. Although it seemed like, I think part of the problem was, again, we took off and had a bit of a challenge with getting the plane to navigate. But we got it. We fixed it. Let me just do this. I think that's what took most of the time, is trying to get it to... KNZY to at 12:40. KNUQ at 1336. 15. What's on my thumb? What the hell is this? I don't know. Anyway, submit. All right, so 2 flights in. All right, take care, Para. Thanks for flying with me today. Appreciate it. Anyway, that will wrap it up for me. So I will see you all. Don't try to miss me too much. If you feel that you have to watch my any of my stuff while I'm gone, you know where to find me over on YouTube. But if not, let me see if I here we go. So there's my YouTube channel. So do check out my videos over there while I'm gone if you need your Uncle B fix. I will see you all at the beginning of October. We will continue our flight around the United States in the Junkers 52. We'll take off from Myrtle Beach and keep heading south. We're going to go down along the Florida coast there. We're going to get to the Keys, and we'll come back along the Panhandle and along the Gulf of Mexico and all that. So yeah, I will see you guys here in let's see, how many weeks is it going to be that you're going to be without me? Let's have a look here. 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness, 3 weeks, almost 4 weeks. Oh my God, what is Addie's going to do with himself? He's going to get all teary-eyed and stuff. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed those. Sorry it seemed to be a bit wonky today. It seems like there was just other forces in play that we could not control. But anyway, that's all right. Do enjoy the rest of your Saturday, morning, afternoon, evening, early Sunday, depending on where you are in the world. I have been and always shall be your host, Pilot Uncle B. Until October. Peace, live long and prosper. Also, better behave, Joseph, while I'm gone.